Hey guys, Paul from Nolatone here. I got my sidekick, Jackson. Woo! He keeps the Amazon drivers away. So earlier today I shot a video of buffing out the CEO-7 guitar, and that video is going to be after this little blurb. I wanted to give a little bit more context. Some things that I realized that I forgot to say that I think are fairly important when I was making the video. So here we go. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Okay. Jackson says we should proceed. So this all started with a binding repair. The binding had popped. I didn't show any of that on video, partly because I wasn't set up. I was needing some equipment to properly videotape that while working with my hands on it. So I had ordered some equipment that came in since I did that repair. There are several other videos out on YouTube that illustrate how to do that, though, if you're interested in that. The thing that occurred to me, though, is the thing that I think most people would be concerned about is, you want me to what? You want me to put crazy glue on my guitar? Oh my goodness, what's that going to do to my finish? That just, it's kind of a disconcerting kind of thing to think about doing. And that CA glue, crazy glue, essentially is what is typically used on this type of repair. And there's always, you don't ever get all of it off before it dries. There's going to be some squeeze out after you clamp and tape the binding. So what I'm illustrating here is that if you use common sense, patience, and take your time, not only can you do it without hurting your finish, you can bring your finish, it can come out looking even better than before you started, potentially. So, and it doesn't require a whole lot of money invested in tools and materials either. So this is something that pretty much anyone can do. So the key is just to be wary that you're trying to remove the glue from the finish, but you don't want to take down the finish any more than you have to. And whenever you're working on something like that, I need a selfie stick. Right now I've got a selfie stick. It's called my arm. I'm OG, I guess. Jackson has left the building, so I'll have to do this one solo from here. So at any rate, just keep in mind that you're trying to remove the glue from the finish. The glue itself is not going to hurt the finish. It will stick to it, and it's up to you to get it off. You can scrape part of it with a razor blade. There are techniques for doing that without risking cutting into the finish, and those can be found on YouTube as well. Several videos that can be found out there. And from there, it's a matter of using methods that take minimal material off. You want to take as little material off as you can manage. So that involves wet sanding. I started with 1,000 grit, went up to 1,500, 2,000 and 2,500 grit. It takes very little material off. And then the polishing compound, the buffing compound that I've used in the video that you'll see after this, takes even less material off. So this is doable, and it's the kind of thing I could imagine making somebody nervous. But I just wanted to illustrate that for you all, that you don't necessarily have to go to a luthier and pay the $300 or $400 that they're going to want to charge you for this type of repair. At any rate, enjoy the video. If you have any other questions, I'm sure there are things that I didn't mention that might be of interest. Feel free to add a comment or drop me a note at nolatone@gmail.com or paul@nolatone.com. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I hope this is of some use or interest to you, and stay tuned for the video coming up next. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm out here in sunlight. What's left of it. For a couple of reasons. One, I'm not at my shop, and the location I happen to be at, it wouldn't be good for me to sling this rubbing compound all over the place. So I'll be using, if you saw my earlier video, I did binding repair on this Martin CEO-7. It had popped here and pretty much here and here as well, on basically all the way around the waist for the most part. So now we're buffing this out. I imagine it's going to take at least 2 or 3 passes. As you can see, looking in the reflection, this area here, you can see where I sanded. You know, when you glue this and clamp it, some excess glue is always going to leach out, and so I scraped off what I could, and then I wet sanded down to where it's smooth. So we've got this area here, this area here, you can see that, and we've got the back, see that right in there, same over here. Plus we have these areas in the waist where I had some more dribbles, and then this area back here. I don't know if we can see that or not, but at any rate, I'm going to get started. And I'll either skip or fast forward some of this because it's going to be painful. I'm using just an inexpensive pad. I think it's like 15 bucks for a whole bag of different shapes and sizes. Did some experimenting, and this one seems to work well. Put it in a drill. For this job, that's all you need. I may be investing in a more substantial grinder at some point, or a buffer at some point. Let's get over here and get my water. So, apply this. And throw a little bit of water on here just to kind of help it get wet and get spread out. Okay, here we go. Let's keep that down in there. This is to keep a lot of this debris or the spots from all this getting down inside, so I don't have to clean all that in there. Now let's wipe with a lint free. See how that's looking? It's already looking pretty good. Actually, I worked on this one some already. So this one over here is the one that's going to take a lot of work. All right, let's get a little more goo on here. A little more water. Okay, let's see how this looks. It's looking better already. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going to take some a little more TLC. By the way, this guitar is going to be for sale. That's why I'm getting this straightened out. I bought this, I don't know, about 7 years ago, 6 years ago. And I had in mind to be doing a lot of open mic and that sort of thing with it. And I just kind of have a soft spot in my heart for these small body guitars, and I'm a sucker for a sunburst. And the cool concept of a double O with slope shoulder, just kind of a neat design. I took it out, I put a K&K pickup in here. Sounds amazing plugged in. I took it out to 2 or 3 open mics, and then I just kind of quit going to the open mics for whatever reason, and it sat in its case, and I went to go ahead and sell it because I'm investing in some other things, and I took it out and took pictures and posted it online, and some nice gentleman pointed out that it looks like the binding is popped. I had not even noticed. You know, I wouldn't expect that to be the case. It's been in the case all this time and not been out. You know, I put these humidifier packs in my cases. So I pull it back out, sure enough. It was separated right here and right here, front and back. So I've decided just to go to work and take care of it. See how this looks. It's looking good. Can you see that? Looking real good. Whoever gets this is going to look better than it did when it was new, I think. All right, so there's the factory finish. I always get a few scratches down here from playing it. Not sure if you guys are able to see that under here. Let me give it just another run, just for good measure. All right, let's get her lined up. And we'll get on to the other sections. Okay, mental note, drip the water with your fingers. Don't try to pour it on. You get too much on there. It really helps being out here in the sunlight too. You can see the details better. All right, let's see what we got. Hit it with this one too. There's some new rags I bought for this. Okay. Wow, that looks good. Put it down here, see if we can get a better angle. I don't know if you can pick all this up, but yeah, that's clean. That's nice. I think I'll hit it a little bit more back here. You can see a little bit of swirl from where it was sanded. Hit a little bit more back here. Just a little bit more. See how it turned out. That's nice. Yeah, all that stuff was gone. I probably couldn't even see it if I was out here, you know, if it wasn't natural light. It's all Hopefully you can make that out. Okay, good deal. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna work on this side a little bit more. Still got a little swirl action. You can kind of see some sand marks through here. So I'm gonna work on this.
Let's get our goo back. A little water goes a long way. It's like Brill cream, a little dabble do. I'm really not applying pressure, I'm just kind of letting the drill sit on there. I suppose it would be possible to burn through the finish if you put too much pressure and too much speed. Certainly if you're working around the edges, you gotta be careful of that.
Okay, let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Still some sanding marks right there. I don't know if you can see them. Like right there, maybe. Okay. So let's hit that a little more. This up here is looking good. A little bit more sand marks around here. All right. It's possible I'll have to wet sand that a little bit more. Hopefully not. Let's just see. Really got to pay attention to detail on these things, or else you end up going back and doing stuff again.
Right in there. This is a little bit heavy on the juice on this one, but maybe that's what this one needs. Blast a little off there. Get over here. We'll keep it moving so it's not in one place for too long. Let's see how we're looking.
Goodness, that was a messy one. All right. See how we're looking. Yeah. Still see some scratches right along in there. It's a nifty little camera here. It allows me to touch the screen and focus. I'm hoping that that's showing you what I'm wanting to see. Still like a little zigzaggies there. It's probably where I got it with the coarser grit sandpaper, and probably didn't spend enough time with the finer grit. We'll hit that one more time. I may have to come back and wet sand it with finer grit, like 1500, 2000.
Okay, let's hit this up one more time. I'm going right about there. Yeah.
Gotta watch out, this thing will grab the guitar and sling it around on you. Probably a more appropriate table accommodation for this, but I'm just using an old card table and a towel. You don't have to have fancy stuff for this. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, they're close to coming out. Very close to coming out. probably close enough, but I'm gonna give it one more shot. Let me tap the camera there. Can you see that right in there? It's probably hard to see it. I doubt you even can. I barely can standing here by it. I'm gonna hit it one more time. I think we'll call it good to go. $3M, a little dabble, do ya? How many of y'all remember that jingle? But it wasn't 3M, it was Brill Cream. Us old timers are dating ourselves, aren't we? All right.
Here we go. Hey, Dirk, coming up. Get on there.
All right, let's see what we got. You know, those little scratches too are probably less severe than just the normal scratches. I mean, if you get a player that doesn't have a lot of control, they may put some scratches up here too. So it's definitely within the realm of normal wear, even for a very lightly played guitar, which this one definitely maybe has 2 or 3 hours playing time on it. 4 tops. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's see if this is okay up here. I did just miss rubbing on that. I may have done some. Oh yeah, we're good. That's beautiful. Very happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right, now let's work on the back here. This should be a lot easier.
I can do them both at the same time, since I don't have the sound hole to navigate. Alright. Yeah, I need a little more work here. There, maybe I didn't rub it good enough. Did some sanding around. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can't see how it's cloudy right there. Alright, so I'll hit that. Looking good on that side. So yeah, I need to. I mean, all this looks pretty much what a regular used guitar would look like, but whoever gets this one is getting a freshly polished one, so it'll be beautiful when you get it. And the sanding on these is, I went all the way down to 2500 grit on the places that I sanded, and your normal wear and tear will put more coarse wear on your finish than that. Alright, let's see how we look. Yeah. Let's get that a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm about to run out of daylight here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's looking better. That's looking better. Coming together. Alright. Let's hit it again. That's another one of those spots where looks like I didn't spend quite enough time with the finer grit, wet sanding. Looks like there's more coarse. It seems to be coming out though. This is by far the most gentle way to take that out.
See what we got. Goodness gracious. Scatters, doesn't it? Oh yeah. We're good to go. Now we just kind of got a mess to clean up. So I'm gonna have to get a different type of pad. I don't know, I might be able to use this. I have a conical pad that I think is gonna be better for that. I may just do that on my own time and not bore you all to tears, but I think you're getting the gist of what I'm doing here, and the reality of if I can do it, you can do it. Don't be afraid. Okay, we got to get this blurry section here taken care of. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it needs to get some love. Now with this, you got to pay attention to the angle. You want to be perpendicular, so whenever it's curving, you got to swing the pad with it.
You want a flat surface. You want flat to flat on. Alright, let's see how we look. Looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see. We'll run out of sunlight here. Yeah, that's where the scratch was. It's gone. Maybe a little dot. That's all you can see. You can see that on a brand new guitar. Somebody just handled pulling out to put a tag on it. I'm gonna hit that one more time, just for good measure. I'm gonna have to give this a good washing to get all this stuff off. And when we're done, I'll give you a run through of shiny, clean, like new guitar. That was the strap button rattling. It's a nerve-wracking sound when you're bopping around your acoustic guitar. I'm gonna come on up here and hit this. Just gotta reintroduce it to some polish. Tricky doing it on the edge here. Kind of wants to grab the outside edge. Alright.
Okay, we're back using this cone attachment for this one, for this area, so we can maintain consistent surface contact. See what that did. Running out of daylight here. That looks pretty decent. We'll hold it up here directly in the light. Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna hit it a couple more times. I'll just dribble it on here directly. Just kind of start easy to kind of spread it a little bit. And then we'll let it go. Let it rip. You want to keep this line or straight, parallel with the body side with the waist. I'm gonna have to detail this thing because get all the little globules of rubbing compound that splattered around, but you can kind of see where we are now. Kind of a nice clean. The back. Nice and clean. Very nice. I don't know, the trees kind of make it hard to see, but uh-oh, I think we have a cat in heat somewhere. And you can see the back. It's a good deal. So you too can do this. Thanks for watching.